Oh
both
no!
wrong. I
Oh
am
my
actually
gosh.
shocked
I
by
was
this
very
one.
sure.
I'm Allie Wiseman, and my coworker AC and I both love fashion. We wanted to put our style knowledge to the test to see if we could tell real goods from the counterfeits. So we visited the RealReal in Soho to have an authentication expert teach us the tricks of the trade.
The RealReal is authenticated luxury consignment. We have hundreds of thousands of items on our website where you can shop every day, all day long. And we also have our 2 store locations, one in Soho in New York and the other in West Hollywood in Los Angeles. Beautiful curated assortments of women's wear, menswear, handbags, fine jewelry, watches, art, and home. I've been authenticating luxury goods for over a decade. There's no school you can go to for luxury authentication. It's really practice, practice, practice. I always say the more you know, the less you faux, meaning the more you have seen the genuine thing, the more you've held it, felt it, inspected it, the easier it is to distinguish that between that and a counterfeit. Hi, welcome to the RealReal. Nice seeing you.
Nice to meet you.
So we have an awesome table of beautiful products set up for you guys to see if you guys can determine what's counterfeit and what's genuine.
Oh my God.
Looking at the table, how do you feel about your chances here?
I'm feeling pretty confident.
All
Like,
right.
I'm wondering if I'm gonna be too good at this game. No, there's a few things that I actually have no idea
Okay, yeah.
what's real and what's fake. They look
Some
identical.
of them look exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like literally nuts.
Graham is our guide. Come on, Graham. Okay.
So first off is a pair of Chanel tweed sneakers. See if you guys can determine which one you think is genuine, which one you think is counterfeit.
I think that those are the real ones and these are the counterfeits.
How about you, Allie?
I think these are the real ones and that these are the counterfeit because of this well-crafted little Chanel logo in the back here. And also the quilting looks just really high quality.
Yeah.
They're a little heavier,
They are heavy.
but I don't know for sure.
So the difference between these 2 shoes is you called out the hardware here, and there's also grommets on the lace holes, whereas this shoe has no grommets and no CC on the back. And then this one actually has a CC on the side, probably because they weren't able to emulate the hardware on the back. So these are the genuine pair, and this is the busted counterfeit.
Oh,
Well.
that's one for Wiseman.
0 for AC.
Well, next is the Chanel boy bag. Give one to each of you. Feel the materials. They should be crafted out of lambskin. The hardware should be really well made. The devil is in the details. So
Yeah.
look at screws, look at hardware, look at logos.
I'm gonna go with this one. I think this is the real one, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think like the material feels a little more luxurious. When I think of Chanel, I think of glamour, luxury, and like this handle and all like the metal work is like shinier.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
brighter than it is on here. Like this like sort of lacks a certain luster.
Okay.
So I actually had the opposite reaction to the hardware. I think this is the real bag because the hardware is a little less shiny, and also it says made in France, and Chanel is a French brand. The leather feels a little more substantial in a
Yeah,
way
it's like
than this
buttery.
one.
So we have shiny hardware versus this mattified gunmetal. This is the correct hardware.
Oh, come on.
Another one for Wiseman.
Okay, I'm still at 0. I'm gonna get, when we get to the jewelry, I feel like I'll shine.
Okay, we're on to fine jewelry and watches. This category of jewelry and watches has actually usurped handbags and leather goods as most counterfeited.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we have 2 Rolex Date Just with diamond markers.
I'm afraid to hold these.
Oh,
I'm gonna guess that this is the real one.
okay.
So they both say officially certified when you look through the glass there.
Good observation, AC.
So that didn't help me even a little bit. I just think this one's pretty. So I'm going with it.
Okay,
Which one
I
is it?
actually agree with you
Okay, there we
on
go.
this.
Okay.
I think that this is the real one because it's a little heavier.
All right, even though it's smaller.
Even though it's smaller, it still has the weight.
I'm gonna have you look at them side by side
Okay.
and just look at that pane of sapphire on the top. You see how one is very thin and one is very thick? So this Rolex has a real Rolex mechanism in it, but all of the front, everything that you see is fake.
Oh,
we got it.
All right, here we go.
I'm on the board.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna lose this one. I have full faith
This is
in
the
AC
one
on the shoes.
I feel confident on. My Instagram is filled with Yeezy pictures, so I just feel like I know this one. Trying to get a good feel for it, of course. I think that this is the real one.
Okay.
This one says Adidas here and on the inside. This one doesn't say Adidas on the bottom, so I feel like putting it twice is overkill.
Okay, this is good. We have varying opinions
Okay,
on this
okay,
one.
great.
I think this is the real shoe
man.
because it has this leather detail on the inside with the Adidas stamp.
This pirate black is the counterfeit shoe.
Yes! All right!
So if you
My
squeeze,
first wrong answer.
the shape's a little different. It's a little slouchy and floppy. This
Yeah.
one's holding its shape a bit better. This has a nice give to the rubber here, where this is very hard, almost like plastic.
Halftime check-in, 3 points for Allie and 2 for AC.
This is not my wheelhouse.
All right. The Hermes Birkin
The
bag.
big dame of them all.
You know, $10,000 retail price. Highly, highly counterfeited, and because they're so expensive, the counterfeiters put a lot more money and effort into counterfeiting them.
I think that the green is the real one because the leather's a little finer. The inside is just a little different. Something tells me this is it.
Yeah, I think I agree too. And the inside is what really gave it away to me. Like it just looks, I don't know, there's something about the inside. There's like more detail, there's like stitching here.
Something in here is this authenticity card.
Oh.
But guess
We
what?
didn't even see.
That's fair.
Hermes doesn't do authenticity cards.
We're both wrong.
So if you ever see an orange card with anything from Hermes, from a bracelet to a bag to a scarf, an orange card is a dead giveaway that it's counterfeit.
I am
my
actually
gosh.
shocked
I
by
was
this
very
one.
sure about
And
this
I'm
one
so
after I opened it
disappointed
up.
in myself.
Moving on to some shoes. Christian Louboutin, known for the red sole, highly counterfeited because it is so recognizable and so logorific. 2 pairs here. Take a look. Examine that red. That's gonna be my tip.
The shades of red look pretty much the same. What I'm gonna go off of is just how this feels. Like this feels like really quality material. So that's why I'm gonna say that this one is the real one.
I'm with AC. I think that the leopard is the real one.
So you're right, this is a genuine. But if we do look at the back, you'll see that this one has a lot of wrinkles in it. It's just not applied very well. Whereas on the genuine, it has this nice curvature on the sides. And last but not least, Chanel
probably the
Espadrille.
hardest
These are
thing,
very
yeah.
hard. They look identical.
So, Allie, you've been looking at the country of origin marking on all the different items. Why don't you go ahead and read what it says on these shoes?
Okay. Made in Spain.
Okay.
And made in Spain, which is surprising because the other Chanel things were made in Paris.
All right, now let me tell you, I'm gonna give you a big tip. Should it say made in Paris, or should anything say made in Paris, that's gonna be a big giveaway, because it's always the country of origin, not the city of origin. Okay, right. All right.
I'm gonna go with these. The reason I'm going with these is because I think the heel is like just like a little more sturdy.
Okay, I have the opposite guess.
Wow.
I think these are real because the leather feels a little finer, and also the stitching just looks a little more detailed than this stitching. This looks a little more manufactured.
Interesting.
This is a defining last point. Who's right?
All right. This is the genuine pair.
Oh, thanks. I mean, if I didn't
Honestly,
win
you
this,
deserve to win.
Thank you. It was a good.
It was so good.
Good game.
Yeah.
Good game.
AC, you were a very worthy opponent.
Thank you. I did
Yes.
my best. That's all I
Yeah.
can ask.
Yeah.
You know.
So this is genuine lambskin. It has this really, again, buttery feel to it. The quality of the rubber is not right. It's too hard, which you took that firmness as a positive
Yeah, I
sign,
did.
where actually it should be a bit softer, a bit more malleable. I look for these little dots in the corner,
Oh my gosh.
whereas on the fakes, they rarely have that.
Graham, thank you so much. I learned
pleasure.
so much.
I did too.
Congratulations.
I know too
Unbelievable.
much now. I'm never gonna look at a girl on the street with a bag the
Yeah,
same
really.
way.
Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think I see some dots that are in
Yeah.
the wrong place.
All right, well now it's time to go shopping. All ready?
All right, let's do it.